Go ahead and get started. So, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. We're going to introduce everybody. Y'all, we know we'll go ahead and start with you. We'll just go around the horn.
Alright. What's up? What's up? It's your boy Lil Yah from UNLV, former Cash Money artist, Cash Money Records artist, cooling with my boy O'Shea on Nation of Podcation. You heard me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cole Baby, you up next.
What up, though? This your boy Cool Baby, former member of CMB, road manager.
All right.
What it do? It's your boy Dwayne Big Daddy Big Heavy Thompson, former CMR label member, manager, road manager / security. You know what it is.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So today we just gonna be talking about Cash Money Records. You guys were all part of the first class of Cash Money Records. So I'm gonna have you two tell me, how did you guys meet Birdman and Slim? You know, was it from New Orleans? Tell me how you guys met them and got involved with Cash Money.
You can go to the coat.
All right, go ahead, Cole Baby.
All right, bet. Well, my thing was, I'm originally from New Orleans, but I had moved to Detroit. And when I moved back to Detroit, my man Pete was actually Slim's driver before the Cash Money thing started. You feel me? So Pete introduced me to Slim, and we moved around in the city. We did our thing in the city for a long time before the label jumped. Once the label jumped, I did all the office work on Gravity and Verone. I found all the distribution sites, and I did a lot, bro.
Okay, yeah,
and,
nah. That's what's up. That's what's up. What about you, fam? How you beat Birdman, Slim? Tell me your origins with Cash Money.
Well, I was a downtown dude. I'm from New Orleans originally, but I had a lot going on the club scene, things of that nature. So they was doing music. They was doing. I think at the time they was shopping their first artist, Kilo G, and so we ended up meeting that way. Kind of got connected together. Club discovered. Started doing some things, met up, and then I ended up doing a lot of office work, road managing, security. I was one of their first artists, or their first bounce artists, or they do chants and stuff like that back in the day. And so we just grew from there, putting together a catalog of different artists that they had.
Okay. So let's talk about the Kilo G era then. So he came out with his first album. He was the first Cash Money artist, if I can recall. So tell me what it was like around the Kilo G era of Cash Money, getting that started, and what it took to get his album off the ground.
Well, on my end of the deal, Kilo was a little kid from the cutoff. He was about 250, 300 pounds, youngster. Kid was cold. The lyrics was cold, but New Orleans wasn't ready for him. You know what I'm saying? New Orleans was bounce like it is right now, and Kilo was a lyricist, a gangster. He was spitting. You know what I'm saying? So I used to pick the kid up. Me and Giant used to pick the kid up. He used to love to eat, and he loved to rap. All you had to buy him was a Dickie fit and some Chucks, and he was happy. You feel me? So unfortunately, the kid got killed at a young age,
Right.
But New Orleans wasn't really ready for him. So we shopped him with Pimp C and Bun B, and he did a couple of joints with them. But other than that, man, I can't really tell you much more about Kilo. He was a good kid, though,
Okay.
Yeah, and I would have to agree, man. I came in like on a back end of the Kilo era. They was already set and doing some things with Kilo when I came in. But I I would definitely agree. You know, the city just wasn't ready for what he had to offer.
Yeah, big brother.
Really, he really was. If you ever heard, Kilo really reminds you of a skullduggery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the Scarface.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he was really, really deep in what he was saying.
Right.
He was really intelligent. He's really, like you said, right? And he's a storyteller. But the city, the gangster type music that he really was spitting, it wasn't too, because he came in on the epitome of the rise of the bounce. Because, you know, with Kilo, you talking about the same era of Lil Slim.
Right.
And
Pimp Daddy.
And then you go across other, you know what I'm saying, other companies and come in, when you come in with your daddy-os and people like that, the whole club, the Newton's era, all that stuff like that. And then, of course, LV. So he came in, but they were really trying to set him to a market that wasn't ready for him.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah, if you want
to.
Yeah, I would say, if you want to chime in on that and add about Kilo G, go ahead.
Yeah, I remember meeting Kilo, man. Kilo was he was one of the artists. Heavy was there as well, but Kilo was there. And his album was actually finished by the time we got there and met him. And I can remember talking to him about like going on the road doing shows and shit like this. You know, to do this. He made that line of work so much better just talking to you about what you're about to get into. You know what I'm saying? So I remember him real well. He was a real cool dude, and he was way before his time. Nothing in the city really wasn't touching him lyrically. New Orleans just wasn't ready for that, man.
Okay.
Hey, man, vacation, if they really want to see what they had going, because Kilo, a lot of people don't know, after his first album, so he touched another album on the second half of Cash Money. But they got an album out here right now. I listened to it the other day called Bloody City. And it's fresh. And I'm talking about 23. That thing still
man.
So he was before his time. But you know, as everything, man, when Manny blessed the tracks and put Kilo, you know what I'm saying? And the other thing was, cause even in the midst of that, Mr. Ivan, you know what I'm saying? They gave his lyrics to bounce, you know what I'm saying? So Ivan was in that, he found that niche where he could spit the gangster, but with a nice bounce beat, so people were more accepting of an Ivan than they was, you know, if Kilo was just straight gutter.
Yeah, you're right, brother. You're right. I definitely agree.
Okay. All right. So PM, go ahead and you
What's up, D?
What up, D?
What's happening, baby? What's going on with you, heard me?
What's up, D, baby?
What's happening? Passing that weed, you feel me? My dog.
what's up? So we was just talking about Kilo G in that era. So let me know what you let me know. Give me some of your thoughts and opinions on Kilo G, that Sleepwalkers era. Everybody's been saying, and I thought this too. So he was ahead of his time, because when I heard his album, it was different than the music that was coming out. Everything else was bounce, and he was more, like you guys said, like a Scarface, a skullduggery, where he was giving raw lyrics. So let me know what you think about Kilo G in that first era of Cash Money, that first album of Cash Money.
Well, that was the first hard order that had to come out with those type of lyrics. But like you said, he was compared mostly with Scarface, and when he went out there to Houston, it was like, okay, well, we already have a Scarface, so that kind of like sent him on a little down sin because of that statement that, well, we got a Scarface already. Sound like Scarface, but keep it real. He was from New Orleans. That was the first Cash Money artist only label, so they were trying to shop him around, but I would have never shot them out there in Houston where Scarface is at. You know, I still kept them down here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so what else was going on around that time? I know you guys have mentioned Pimp Daddy, R.I.P. Pimp Daddy, Ivan, Miss T. So give me what was it like recording those albums and then getting the chance to tour those albums along with UNLV's first album?
Man, that shit was fun, dog. Felt like we all felt like we were New Edition, going different places in different little country towns and shit, man. You know,
Yeah.
get in the studio, some that drink, smoke, have fun. all night long, dropping
I
lyrics.
can remember how we supported each other as artists on the label. You know what I'm saying? The artists,
Hell yeah.
we all was like real family, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If PMW was coming out with an album, we'll fuck around and be at the studio just as much as him while he recording this shit, just support. And it'll be likewise with all the artists. You know, everybody done the same. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody had to have a verse on everybody's album, man. Everybody done a verse on everybody's shit, man.
Yep.
That's what made it come up with the local 580. You know, everybody got the local 580, man. That was rap.
Right. That's right, D.
And I was like their uncle. So I was an older one. I was a little older than them, but they used to have to ride with me. So you know, a lot of road managing, man. I don't know if y'all remember this, though. True story. We was coming back from one of them country towns, and we was on Mississippi River Bridge, and Pimp was in the car tripping.
Yeah.
So I pulled over. I was like, Pimp, what you doing, man? And man, he jumped out of the car and started walking.
Started walking. Yep, I remember that, dog.
Yeah. But you know, it was always a dysfunctional, funny type family.
Yeah, dog. Yep.
But like y'all said, though, we was family. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a part. I know, like in my case, it's just part of my past, part of my history. But it's something that I know helped build, you know, in me what I am, who I am, as far as, you know, I was really matriculated into a lot of the promotion, a lot of the marketing, a lot of security. You know, you was on West Max, and then I did a lot of the intros, outros, and hooks back in the day. And you know, that's what I specialized in a lot of time: the intro, the outros, and the hooks. You know, and then as I moved out the scene, got another the boy from Uptown who was doing them. And he was part. What the name was?
Ziggy.
You talking about Ziggy?
Ziggy. 26 days, nigga.
Yeah, so he used to make me laugh all the time when I got out the I back listening to Ziggy. So yeah. Big up.
So that was heavy job before Ziggy came and played. You know, to lace everybody album with an intro, maybe an outro, and a skit, some type of skit.
Okay.
Yep. It's been 26 days, nigga.
So yeah, my man Heavy, he must have came after I left, right? When I went to prison, he must have came after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, bet. Because I remember, you know, my era was like at the very, very beginning, you know, with Pimp Daddy and Miss T. I remember when Miss T was like a little girl, man. And
but like when you went to prison, I slipped right in behind because I went with Slim and Babe when they went to Miss T house to talk to her mom. So right when you left,
I was about to say y'all had to be there at the same time, but y'all probably wasn't just working.
He was there.
Together or something.
I was there like right at the end of his era, and then I came when I actually had his office on Gravia, right off Tulane by Tulane. So once he went, then I catch. Then Rufus came on, and Rufus went back. But I was at the time up until I think I left at 9. It was like 94, I think 95.
Yeah.
I dipped. Yeah, you remember I dipped right after we did that show at Club Strawberry with Shaq. And
you remember that, man?
Y'all remember that shit?
With Shaq,
that's the same night. Tupac got his ass whipped, and I had to go on stage behind that shit, man.
Shit, bro. Man, that was a wild night.
All right, so y'all gotta explain that story for those that don't know. Go ahead and let me know what happened that night.
I'm gonna tell you, we got into it that same night at Strawberry. I was just telling you that story because, all right, so Baby and Slim Baby went in to collect the back end, right?
Right.
So they went, and then they had some girls followed them out. Because, you know, we was parked in that bus in that big back empty lot.
Yeah.
Right.
So we was in that big back empty lot. And them country dudes didn't take kindly to their girls chasing down those city dudes. You know, I'm banging on the bus door. And like I told you, if it had happened nowadays, somebody probably would have got shot and killed. But they was, you know what I'm saying? And so we had to take girls off the bus. And y'all take that, ain't nobody trying to get killed. out here with no girls. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was this day and time, it probably would have ended a whole different story, man. Because it's just crazy. Strawberry was on that dog road. You know what I'm saying? Remember the police came out there talking about making too much noise, and we like, well, who we making? Ain't nobody out here.
You know that was all because niggas was making tractions. You know, niggas was making moves, so they was hating. You know, they country boys too, so they was hating. You know.
Yeah, man. That same night, man. I remember Tupac. That when he first came out with the Thug Life album, he had Thug Life across his stomach, man. A tattoo.
Yeah, just got it tattooed on him. I remember.
Remember that? Yep. Man, had a dude threw a bottle up on stage. Tupac grabbed a microphone and said, man, I want to know who threw that goddamn bottle. So when he stepped closer to the end of the stage, I mean, it looked like about 4 niggas grabbed him off the stage and started whipping the shit out of him, bro.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, man.
I thought he jumped off the stage on a dude and they started
I seen them niggas hand grab him and pull him out in the crowd, man. They went to wailing on him, man.
It was the fucking him up, dog. They fucked Pac up. A little bitty dude, too, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
And like, man, PMW on neck. Like, man, Tupac just got his ass beat. Fuck I'm gonna do, all right? But you know what? I wasn't scared though. That's Louisiana, so
yeah.
So I came with it.
Yep.
That's what I had to do, baby. You know.
Okay. All right. So you guys mentioned working with UGK back in the day, because I know UGK, they was kind of like, I wouldn't say kind of like the forefathers of the South, because they was like one of the first ones to do that, and they was some of the first ones to give Cash Money love. So let me know what it was like having Bun B and Pimp C around in those early days, because they were still youngsters too back then.
Well, man, it was good, because matter of fact, I featured Bun B on my High Life album, man. He's done a song called Bag of Indo with me, you know. So yeah, man, it was tight, man, and just everything that he did, man, everything his flow, man, was just like, okay, and this and that. They're like, man, I'm gonna compete with UGK, but we all had our own style. So, and he respected everything that we did coming out of Cash Money with the bounce music and everything. He knew the lyrics that we had. I even had PMC said, remember you on them line that you got in that song called Big Man Got Hoes? All right, man, do what you do. But it was good work with them guys, man. They showed us some stuff, and they learned a lot of stuff from us, man, from New Orleans culture too. You know, it was real, man.
And see, me being on the other end of it, I had a song out, but my song really for entertainment and just, you know what I'm saying, something to add to the catalog. But man, I told Bun, I met him at a concert up here one day, and I told him, I said, I'm gonna tell you something about you don't even know. And so I told him he used to come to when he come to see Cash Money, I used to ride him around. He used to come to my house. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew what he wanted, how to get it, and how to get it to him. You feel me?
And then when you was going with Bam with him sometime, we'll pick him up from the airport and bring him to the hotel or on the lake or something. Smoke out with him, you know. Bun was wild, bro. Bun ain't moved like him. Bun moved at any given time, dog.
Yeah, man. Pimp moved like different. I met him one time because I had to pick him up from the hotel. But like I said, Bun used to get here. He used to come by the house. I'd pick him up. He'd ride. You know, I showed him a lot of New Orleans, but I told him, I said, man, you've been at my house, sit on my couch. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, as solid as he is now, he's always been that side. So shouts out to UGK. Yeah. And I still rock with them.
Man, rest in peace,
man. Rest in peace, Phil, man. I see Bun out here in Texas all the time. It's still the same love, bro.
Yeah.
That's real. So, it's crazy, man. Me and Big Man, we was around and not around at the same time, but we did the same exact thing, because I remember when Bud first came down, Bubba didn't want him with him. So he had me take the man around. I had the same thing Blood did. Remember, I was living in Georgetown Apartments back then. I took my man to my crib in Georgetown. We ate, we played the fucking Nintendo, we played Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah, remember that?
You remember that shit? We played Tecmo Bowl, and he had a little chick in the apartments across the highway from me. And that was the last time I dropped dude off, man. And I haven't talked to dude since then. Damn. You feel me? It's been that long, man. Damn near 30 years. You feel me?
I believe you, bro.
You feel me? But the exact same thing my man said, exact same shit I used to do, because Baby did not want them where he was. You feel me? And it's just real. So he'll always put him off on somebody else. You feel me?
Right.
I'll never forget. Dude had like a Hawaii 5-0 shirt on and some shorts when I first met Bun. You feel me? And
Now why didn't Baby want them around him?
because he was just personal like that.
Okay.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? My man was from Texas. He from Louisiana. He the big man. So, naturally he going to push him off on the lower man.
Got you.
And that's just real. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then you really, you know what I'm saying, you want your people around you when you solid. But you got to think about it, man. VL was a whole different, hanging out on Valence was you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
You had to be, you either had to be part of it. You know what I'm saying? You had to be part of it, or you had to be with, and so you don't really want to bring nobody in the mix or with all those uptown bars to them. So, if you there for one thing and you ain't there for something else, then look, take him this way, I'll do this, on down the street later on or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But
down the drive,
we all was doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? We all were doing the same thing. So, it's like he kept doing his thing and I had to start my thing. So, you know what I'm saying, to entertain. You feel what I'm saying? So, it was just what it was. I ain't have no issues with it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, me and Giant was together all the time when I was there. You know what I'm saying? I met Giant through Pete, like I said earlier. And from there, it was me and Giant. Man, for years, until them people came and got me from Michigan, you know what I'm saying? So, I didn't know anything about the deal until I heard it in prison.
Okay.
Yafat, Yellow, and Tech, me and them, and D, and my dude Freak Nasty, we always been close. I mean, still to this day, Y'all got my number like, boom, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We done shows since I started my own brand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Together. Yep. I was just in Atlanta with Eric a couple of months ago. So, but it's like my man said earlier, it was a life lesson. For everybody. We always learning the music business, the game. Nobody knew. I remember one time when we first got them. Y'all remember that fucking binder me and Slim used to carry around with all them fucking checks?
Yeah.
So Dig, I remember when we first got that binder, baby say, man, what the hell is currency? I say, man, fuck, I don't know. So I had to call my old lady. She say, that's y'all paper money. I said, all right, bet. You feel me? We didn't know. We straight street niggas, man. We knew it was cash. You know what I'm saying? So, we wasn't about no banking and all this other kind of shit, man. Right. So, it was just a learning experience for everybody, man. Everybody did.
He wasn't better than that, because once he learned what it was, he used to have two binders out of my trunk. And so, it was a green book and a blue book. And if you was gonna get paid, would depend on what color check you was gonna get.
Yeah. You feel me?
We did the right one.
Right. You feel me?
He tried to give me a check out one of the wrong color one down like B. I know this color. You keep that one, partner.
Hold on. For that boy, give you a check. Knowing that motherfucker gonna bounce, he gonna have to call him right back. Go meet him somewhere else and get another check. Man.
They were like, Slim, look and see what color that is, Slim. Hold up, man. It's the wrong fucking color. Hold up.
Hey, look, y'all was getting the colors, bro. I swear to God, one day we did a show, y'all. Them niggas gave me $5,000 in dollar bills, nigga. They must have gave me all the dollar bills we collected from the show. Nigga, I was like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with this, Slim? He said, nigga, take it to the bank. I say, this a bitch, why you
Man.
Okay, so let's talk about that then. Let's talk about the money. Let's talk about the touring. Let's talk about, that down south circuit that y'all was running. Chat me up on how that went down and how that was going, because that's kind of where we lean to, how y'all was out and about and going to different towns and enjoying the life. So Chat me up on how that was going on. How was the money coming in at that time?
Well, I'm gonna go first on that, man, because during my era, it was really no money. During my era, at the very beginning, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Once I went to prison, that's when these guys started seeing money. You know what I'm saying? Like my man was saying, the tour bus and all that. We didn't have no tour bus in my era. We had cars.
We had vans and heavy vans.
Yeah, we had cars. Yeah, you remember I bought that
Pathfinder got wrecked on the road and everything, man.
On the highway.
We all went to jail one time out there in Rain, Louisiana, and I called me, Manny Fresh. Shit, I called sitting in the pound back there,
a few times, man, with bad licenses and all kind of shit, man. Oh, man, that road was unbelievable, man.
Right.
Yeah. And so when you go to talk about money, like you said, a lot of time it wasn't a whole bunch of money that was out because even then they weren't paying a lot for show. But I remember his favorite when his favorite line was, you know, this was a promo. It was a promo show. I'm gonna give you a little something.
Man.
I'm gonna give you a little something, bro. You know, because
you know how many promo we did? Goddamn.
I got so sick of hearing the promos.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give you a little something anyway, you know.
Yep. Wait, I got caught on to that shit. I went to asking for contracts. Every time you tell me a show's a promo, I like, man, let me see the contract then. Boy, he ain't like that shit, boy.
He ain't like that
He ain't like that. Like, damn, but you know, trust, that word trust always come in when you ask a question, dog.
My man said, the promo show, boy, he ain't lying about that.
So look,
go back to Bobby Motion.
You know, I guess because we was in the world together, he figured he ain't had to break me off. So, man, I'm telling you, dog, it was time when we would do shows and shit. Them niggas give me 200, maybe a hot 3. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, and I didn't spend a lot of money traveling. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, it is what it is.
Heavy did too, though. I can remember Heavy. I can remember them niggas asking Heavy to come out his pocket a whole bunch of times.
You feel what I'm saying?
Heavy come out, man.
Yeah.
But one thing I wasn't scared to get mine back because somebody had
to get it back. You feel me?
I was, but I didn't really like. I could tell you one night we was at Rumors, and y'all had a show, and by then I was running Rumors. So I was kind of like out of the Cash Money era and into the club scene. You feel what I'm saying? But I used to set up shows. And I knew what we was paying y'all. You did? So we called Baby in and we paid him. You know, me and Sal, we gave him the bread. And then he called y'all downstairs. And he looked at me, I looked at him. And he looked at y'all, he like, bro, you know the promo show. Y'all look at me. I just walked off. And I'm like, I'm telling lie. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all handle that video. You know what I'm saying? So then that's when because I do understand the business too, because sometimes you do have to pay for other things that go on in the business. So I wouldn't really say as much as people were cheating people, as much as people were trying to put money back into, but at some point in time, it should have leveled off quicker than what it did. You feel me? Yeah. And so, you know, like I said, I understand the whole spectrum of it. You know, especially as far as the street promotion, because UNLV held their own for PMW held their own. But it's a lot of stuff within this story that don't get told because it was like one certain situation caused a situation. But for real, man, is that we put a lot of miles on the road. We did a lot of clubbing. We did a lot of what they call, the internet wasn't here back then. We just created organic, you know what I'm saying? I hung a lot of posters. I drove a lot of miles.
We was artists and done that shit too, bro.
That's right.
So it was a lot of work that went into making it happen. And even though, you know, people don't really look at the number, if you go back to Gonzalez and the distributors and ask them, we kept a lot of people fed back in them days because PMW turned numbers. They turned a lot of numbers. But UNLV turned a lot of numbers. But even in that, Lil Slim and Miss T, there wasn't no punk in the numbers either.
Right,
bro.
And
So
Pimp
it
had
was
it too, man.
It was
Everybody was selling.
it's like all this stuff was, Pimp, Pimp had to be set on the shelf for a year because of the contract he had with
the full pack.
Full pack, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They set the cease and desist. And even after a year, Pimp sitting on the shelf, Pimp came out the gate swinging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So every level of this thing fed the next level to feed the next level.
Right.
So no one person said it was this, but the pinnacle of it and the thing that I think that really needs to be said, whether it's on this podcast or wherever, is there would not be a Juvenile, a Hot Boys, a Bling Bling, a situation that the world knows today if it was not for a Miss T, a Lil Slim, a PMW, a Big Heavy, and a UNLV. Point
That's right.
and Ivan, you know what I'm saying? And Kilo. None of that wouldn't have existed because I remember the day that baby didn't even want to meet you. You feel what I'm saying? I also remember the day I had to take him to meet Manny. So if all these things don't work, right, and come together, you feel? It all had to come together to make that thing happen, and it just exploded. But it's like when it exploded, everybody forgot about the people who lit the match.
The new guys,
right. Come on. Say,
Tell
Heavy.
the truth, bro. Tell the truth.
Heavy, guess what, Heavy? I'm listening at you say Gonzalez Distribution, right? You know who got that? You know who plugged that up? I found that. And now that I'm meeting you for the first time again, I guess, Rufus Mack told me, man, you remember the big nigga? The big nigga went and got the check. So he must have been talking about you, Heavy.
Yeah.
You went and got the first.
I used to go get the check.
You went and got the first check from out there.
Yeah. I went and got.
Yeah, man. I set the Gonzalez distribution up from that office on Barone and Gravia, bro. I set that up.
I was in your office.
But I went. I remember. Huh?
I used to have your office when you left. I knew you were.
See what I'm saying? So that shit was it was like you said, we put the footsteps together to make Cash Money what they are today. You know what I'm saying? So
and we get overlooked still, man.
And that's the part that for years it used to bother me real tough, yo.
Yeah. So next up, we're gonna rap about Manny Fresh. Get into some Manny Fresh and see give me some Manny Fresh stories and what it was, because he's one of them producers. I feel like this. As you guys were saying, you guys don't feel like you guys get y'all flowers. I feel like he doesn't get his flowers either, because I feel like he's one of the greatest to ever do it, and his name kind of gets overlooked sometimes.
Always been underrated, man. When I worked with Manny, me and Manny had pretty much the same mind with music. By us being old school, we knew what kind of music we wanted to put with this and put with this. What's to go here? What's to go here? We sit down there and talk and do track, man. Said, okay, man, let's do this. Next thing he come Manny with it, bam.
Yeah. And for us, how we used to get with Manny, we just let Manny hear our chorus, and he automatically coming with the flow. It never was one session we had to tell that dude we ain't like the track, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Well, and for me, the real story was, of course, Manny produced my first track for Cash Money. Gangsta Walk.
Gangsta Walk. That was the first track he ever produced, though, huh?
Yeah, it was. And so the way Baby met Manny, though, is I went on tour. With Manny and Greg. All right? And so I was on tour with Manny and Greg, but me, Manny, and Manny's sister all went to school together before I left and went to California. So I knew of Manny. And at the time, I think he was doing their beats for Cash Money. They DJ T from Uptown. Y'all know who it was, because somebody else was doing beats, because he did the beats for Kilo, and he was doing Cash Money beats. And I'm like, I ain't got no real big beef with him, but, I'm a music dude, right? And I had heard a lot of stuff Manny had did while I was on the road, right?
Yeah.
So me and Babe was going to lunch one day. I like, B, man, you need to hear this cat. So y'all know how he do. I got T doing the beats, but I don't need. I said, all right. I said, hop in the car with me. So he hopped in the car with me, and instead of going lunch, I bust a left. We go downtown, man. Manny with mom and was living in the scatter site. He like, man, where you got me? Where you got me? I said, man, come on here, man. Come on. I need you to give me 5 minutes, right? So we went in Manny's room. Manny had everything set up in his room, turntable. And, you know, Manny loved that SB 1200, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Manny sat out there, man, and went crazy for baby for about 5 good minutes, right? And you know how he was. Man, look, man, come up to the building. We gonna work something out, you know. And forward, you feel? It was what it was. So, and then when he got there, like I said, when he got to Cash Money, his first song was my first song, which was Gangsta War. And then he started doing, you know, just other tracks, better track. But he was a studio genius, and just like on Big Time and all other stuff, the creative mindset, his creative mind for skits and his ability. But see, his dad was a DJ too. Man, he had been around music all his life.
Right.
So he knew what it was for the samples. He knew what it was to build a track. And like y'all said, he was a type dude. He built around what you had. So you come in, you tell him what you thinking. You tell him what the hook was gonna be, or what you thought you wanted the hook to be, right?
He'll
he'll sit there and think about it in his head, and when he start tapping on that machine,
Right.
like y'all just said, I ain't just blowing smoke, bro, but I rarely seen this dude miss. Once he start tapping,
that's it.
once he start tapping, and don't let them fingers start going through them crates.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you something else about him too. He could replay things, so he wasn't no real. I ain't gonna say no 2-hand keyboard musician.
He couldn't read music, but he could play.
He could get on that keyboard, and he'll walk that piano. He walk them bass lines. You know what I'm saying? And he'll put them together. And I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people don't know. Prior to this day, man, Manny collected sounds.
Oh, yeah.
He used to collect sounds when you put the disc in your keyboard.
Yeah, that was using control. Yeah.
Man had sounds of everything, bro. Like everything.
Raindrops,
cars roaring.
Ring hitting the fence pole, shit like that.
Manny was gonna collect a sound, bro. And somewhere on that disc, he put one of them discs in and pick out the perfect sound that he needed, and he knew how to pitch it to where it didn't even sound like the original sound. He's always been my number one super producer, bro.
And not only that, when he did have other musicians around to play the music that he wanted to play, it was all his ideas. They just actually played it for him. You know what I'm saying? But it was all his creative idea, bro. You know?
Man, that's just like when he done the highlight album, man. That's when Snoop Dogg and them was out, Warren G and them. The G-Funk, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he come a couple of my weed songs with the G-Funk sound in the man, look.
And then right with the boys, Yep. For real. Man, it was a genius,
and the crazy part is, man, I was listening to something Dow did the other day, man. If you close your eyes and you don't know it's the 90s, right? You can almost take that music and put it in with some of the classic things that are timeless right now. And I'm telling you, man, I legitimately listened to Bloody City last week because I was telling somebody about how musically just rich Manny went in on Bloody City. I remember him producing that album for Kilo, right? I remember him creating those tracks, and I was like, bruh, this dude put in so much work on this album for people not to really appreciate it. I said, just listen to this. And when I listened to it again, if you take that as 1990 out there and just listen to the song,
right,
bro, the music is crazy. Manny went really berserk on it. And I'm gonna tell you, whoever album he went berserk on, take the years out of Ivan album and listen to them tracks he did for Ivan.
Oh, hell yeah.
He was great on Tech album too. That Spray from the Ramp, boy. Anita Baker for days in that bitch.
Yeah, bro.
So shouts out to Manny Fresh. for being the king of what he do, bro. For real.
No doubt. He definitely
That's
does.
right, man.
I work with
Man, look, I wouldn't mind doing it again with you, dog. You heard me?
For real. So, bro, I done worked with a whole bunch of producers after Manny, dog, and none of them on that level, dog. I'm not shitting on none of them, but we always have to like co-produce a track versus fucking with Manny. Manny gonna do everything. Man don't need your ideas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He gonna tell you how to do.
Right. My producer before Manny was DJ Reza Cut, so you know, I mean, then when Fresh took over, man, Freak was gonna make the dip song and shit. Shit, man, it made history for me, brother. So made history for the whole Cash Money clique.
For real, bro.
Okay, so another artist around this time, he's getting ready to get out of prison soon. From what the rumors are, is BG. I want to know what you guys think about BG, some BG stories, because I know he was a super youngster back around that time. So let me know what you guys think about BG and some of the stuff that he's come out with.
Before Wayne came to the camp, I can honestly say, in my opinion, BG had the best work ethic out of every artist on the league.
Took the words out of my mouth,
boy. Bro. He gonna write every way he go. You know what I'm saying? He done a lot of writing.
So my BG story is different because once again, I'm on both sides of it. So I'm in the office. So I'm walking BG through his whole era, his ups and downs. You feel me? Right. So, you know, it ain't no secret. He had issues. He had things he was doing. You feel me? But I used to have to go pick him up from when he was like in that school. You know what I'm saying? He was in a school for kids that weren't doing that well, right? And then instead of being locked up, they put him like in a facility or a school. So I had a chance to really sit and talk to him and get in his head, right? Mm-hmm. And the thing that I love about it, man, is he never, and I can say this, without a shadow of doubt. Even though I left the music business, even though I wasn't around all the time, BG has never played superstar with me. He's never played bigger than what he was. If BG see me to this day, when I was there, I was like, you remember me? Like, Nick, come play with me? Yeah, I remember. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, man, spoke volumes to me. Like, no matter where I am, no matter where I was, if I pulled up on BG, if I seen BG, he ain't give me nobody else number. He ain't give me somebody's number to get in touch with him through.
Right.
Always was solid with me, man. And that's why it hurt me so bad when he caught this last one. You feel what I'm saying? Fact, because he was definitely on the brink to break it wide open again. Like he was in the BG was in the slot, right? And it was like being in NASA. They was on the countdown.
Real shit.
He was about to pull it off in a major way when he got popped, bro. And that hurt me in my soul because everything he had coming and then something like y'all say. And wasn't nobody gonna outwork him in the game. The only dude I know who worked as hard as BG was Magnolia Slim. Slim worked hard.
And that was it.
Slim kept a pad with him too.
But BG, he worked for everything he got, man. He was deserving of everything that he was gonna get. And I think because he's so solid, I think Home gonna really, really, really put him back where he need to be when he touched ground. I think when he touched ground, the city gonna put him and put him back where he need to be. But the thing is, BG had went outside the city. See, when he got blessed by Tip, when Tip like knighted him and crowned him, you know what I'm saying? That was just for the rest of the world. When the ATL started fooling with him, he was about to do what he needed to do. I'm telling you, man, I won't be surprised when BG come home 6 months later. He back on the pinnacle this day.
Thanks.
Hey man, what you said, Heavy, is so real, bro, because I came home 2010 and the first person I ran into was him and his clique in the blue Range Rover, you feel me? And he saw me and hugged me like, man, where you been? Man, shit got fucked up. Where you been? So when we stopped it, to be honest, I was just with Scent like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. we did a little show with the Buck Jumpers when the Buck Jumpers came out about a month ago uptown, and Sin and Boosie came. You feel me? So
Yeah.
But word is right, man. Dude coming home real soon, and you know he already got a situation. You know,
man. Before you got locked up, man.
Yeah, he got a situation, bro.
It was like he seen me. I forgot where the hell I was at. I was out some damn way. He saw me. He said, "PMW." I looked back, and the DJ said, he said, "Man, what the hell you been doing, man? You ain't doing no music?" I said, "Yeah, man, just been chilling, you know." When I got the Cash Money, man, BG was 8, Lil Wayne. I mean, BG was 12, Lil Wayne was 8. And I remember Lil Wayne he couldn't curse because we done a Koch Cable rap show, man, Rap Alley. We done a little song together. Yeah. But man, BJ, he always had that work ethic, man, to write. No matter where he went, he put in, I ain't gonna lie, he put in more work.
He did, bro.
Fuck, bro, hold up, bro, fuck. Nigga shooting right here, fuck. This real shit.
I just heard that shit, D.
Man, nigga right here, dog.
I just heard that shit, D.
I thought it was a hammer.
Two cars going at it, man.
That's crazy, man.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Boy, I was just about to step outside and smoke and talk to y'all just nothing. Damn.
Fuck that.
I'm glad you did, man. Make sure you safe.
Hell yeah.
I'm safe, bro.
Say,
Crazy, man.
Dang, man, that shit's so crazy, man. But our city is hurting, bro. Our city hurting,
time,
bad, bro. You know, it's shit everywhere you go. But
Y'all good? Y'all good?
We hurting, bro. We hurting.
Hang on, y'all. Hang on, bro. Fuck, hold up.
I got hit down.
Y'all good? Yeah. Right.
Damn.
Say, man.
Real,
That
man.
shit real, bro. That shit real.
Let me tell you, that's what I told somebody the other day. Like, we lived through the 90s, right? And
Right.
When the city had the highest murder rate, and there's no real reason for nobody to do none of this foolishness. But at the same time, and when they was doing it back then, it was, well, turf war, drug, whatever. It was, you could always track it back to something. That's how they're doing now. It's no rhyme or reason. It's just like, that's what we do. We don't care who in the mix. We don't care your grandma outside. You know, there was a time, bro, you might have had somebody, and if somebody was in the midst of what you was in, I'd catch him later. Now, you feel me? It's like they don't have no regard for nobody, no respect for nobody. You know, old ladies, children, babies. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that really gets my mental.
Yeah.
When I'm talking to people, they don't understand. You know, there is no more code. They talk about a code, but there's no code.
Nah, ain't no code. Ain't no code.
And it went, everybody running loose. You feel me?
Everybody.
Wide open.
Loose cannon.
And they wrong is right. You
Yeah,
can't.
you feel me?
They don't even want to be wrong when they dead wrong.
Right.
They're wrong. Because they're going to make it right or either shoot you for telling them they wrong.
Exactly, big brother. Heaven, you still in the city, Heaven?
I'm in Alabama when we get off. Yeah, I'll give you my number.
All right, that's a bet. Yeah, hey, I was working with that boy PBE Pulo out there.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
Huh?
I'm in Birmingham.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he in Mobile. He in Mobile.
Yeah,
I was in Jackson when I was out there. Jackson, Alabama.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, since we talking about, since we kind of on the beef and shooting, since that shit crazy shit. What about beefs during this era? Who did you guys have issues with? I know there's the Mystical beef, and some other beefs in there. Who else did you guys have beef with? And kind of chat me up on who you guys had some issues with back in the day.
I mean, I think our biggest situation was just Cash Money and Big Boy.
Right.
Yeah.
And basically, that was UNL being part of the crime.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, you know, and y'all laugh about this all the time. Because, see, they was doing music. And some of it was musical, some of it wasn't, because Chuck and part of his crew, they was real gangsters, right?
Right.
So they really thought they were going to come to New Orleans and kind of run things. But then when the mystical UNLV thing happened, some was musical, some wasn't. But then, some kind of way I got involved in the mix, right? And so now they want to talk about Big Heavy. So we just had one conversation.
Right.
Like, what y'all doing over there? What y'all doing over there?
Right.
I don't play them games. I ain't with them games.
I remember that shit.
Out your mouth.
Hey, that nigga name no more. They ain't say Heavy no more about nothing, dog.
And so from that day forward, we was good. But yeah, I think the biggest beef was, or the most, because everybody wanted to be number one. Because by this time, when Big Boy came on the scene, Cash Money owned the New Orleans scene. And it was Cash Money and others. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was following the Cash Money blueprint.
K-Fold,
Juvenile, Mobile Camp, Elvin, Lil House, all of them was, but in the water, Cash Money was the big dog. Right. And everybody else had their own level and had their own thing going. Because the good part was the whole city supported Cash Money, but if you was from downtown, you was gonna support your downtown group. The Fort Ward held down. The Iberville still hold D down to this day, right? Just Fort Ward. I was the Ninth Ward. The Ninth Ward was gonna hold me down. I had to desire in the Florida and across the canal, right? So then, and UNLV had Uptown. Right. Once they got to where they got to, then the city embraced them. You feel me? And that's what put them on top of that whole situation, because the city grabbed hold to UNLV and started to ride. And then the outskirts, you know what I'm saying, the smaller cities. You feel what I'm saying? And so they're the first ones to get out there and get love from all of the, and like y'all, I heard y'all say this the other day, and it helped that they was riding on the same time that UNLV, the basketball team, was riding.
Right.
So people kind of correlated it together, and everybody wanted to be down with the Vols. You know what I'm saying? With UNLV basketball team back at that time. They're University of Vegas, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So everybody was on it, and so it was just something easy to say, something cool to say, and a good acronym. And that brought a lot of light to them too. So that was cool.
Thanks.
Okay. All right. So let's go with the internal issues. When did you guys start having internal issues with Cash Money, and what ultimately led you guys to leave Cash Money?
Our internal issues started with the show money. Like I said, we used to say everything was a promo. Most of the shows were promos, and couldn't present the paperwork to show that it was a promo. You know what I'm saying? We was like tripping off right there. It wasn't so much of the royalties, because we felt we was always straight with the royalties. Every 6 months, I think every 3 months, we'll get a check, and it was decent. You know what I'm saying? Even though we didn't have no proof for the sales, they never presented an actual sound scan to show us what we sold. You know what I'm saying? We was young, and you know what I'm saying? We thought a couple of thousand, $5,000-$6,000 was all the money in the world. You know what I'm saying? So our issue started with the shows.
And so I never really had an internal issue, because I left because I got saved, and I got out of the music business, and I got a minute. So that's when I dipped. But I dipped about 6 months prior to them signing with Universal. One of my issues, I had two issues with them. One was I got recognized nor paid for helping set that up, and I was part of the structure of that plan. The other issue was I come back every year and pay my own way when they get turkeys and things in the park, right? So I used to pay my own way. I used to do everything on my own dollar, because that was one of the things that I really appreciated for the community. Mm-hmm. And I went back one year, and I was talking, and baby got on the bus, and he told me, hold on. He had an interview or something. And I'm standing outside the bus waiting to holler at him, and the bus just pulled off.
Damn.
I was like, you feel me? And so from that day forward, we ain't really even spoke since then. I've seen Slim once. I still call and check on their mom. I'm still cool. You know, I don't hold no animosity, but from that day forward, it just showed me exactly what the mindset was, or where's that now. Me and Manny, Manny was just here for a concert, like a month ago. You did, and we talked about some things. We sparked some issues. Cause like I told him, I said I've seen you do several interviews, you know, and the story I never heard was the real story.
Right.
But he apologized for it. He sent me a video for my 50th birthday. Some kind of way my daughter got in touch with him, and he sent me a video for my 50th birthday, and you know, finally put it on video. You know, I was the reason for him, you know, doing what he did with Cash Money, stuff like that. So that's for us the internal meeting I had. As far as me and Baby have never really sat down and squashed the I ain't gonna say beef, just the
ironed it out.
With how he, you know, how he became that. To me, you should never get that big with somebody who know everybody in your family, been to every situation, been at every funeral, been to get folks out of jail, I got stuff that I'm gonna die with about Cash Money that I know. You did. And even when I wanted to sue them, I backed off the lawsuit because it was like, well, God got for me, he got for me. And so I was able to just leave it alone. But that would be my internal issue on the fact that, like you said, you know what you did and it never was told, and then you were never compensated. Like, I was never, you dipped out of the business with that money from Cash Money. You know, I've never gotten a check for that. So, you know what I'm saying? So that part of it, yeah. But I'm good. I got my own, like C was saying, I got my own brand now. You know, I'm a travel chef. I make my own sauce, my own seasoning. I still fool with folks in the business because I love music, but I'm just I'll be more on the advisory side of it.
Yeah, anytime I need that advice, he one of the first I called to this day, bro. And he never let me down yet. For real.
Okay. What about you, D? What about you? What any internal issues with Cash Money? And what was your reason for leaving?
Well, man, it was always the money issue, man. You know, so you look at you're putting in work, you're writing music, you're performing shows, you're getting notaries in the public, public eye and everything, and you're not to have what you're supposed to have, you know. And it's like, okay, man, this ain't happening with me, man. It's time for me to move on. But I still give them their proper, give them their respect. I'm proud of them, actually. I'm actually proud of them. They took the label the way it says now, and I and the rest of them were part of that to make it happen like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of them, man. You know, I ain't got no beef, animosity against none of them. What happened. That's in the past. I forgive them, and they're forgotten about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Facts.
Hold on.
Your audio on, Steve. You muted.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
For me, it's the same thing, man. Like, like I said earlier, I was there at the very, very beginning where I took a lot of time away, at the time, my first wife and daughter, to do Cash Money stuff. You know what I'm saying? Paperwork, like Heavy said, posters, flyers, talking to promoters, going to club, finding the first distribution place, which was Gonzalez Distribution. You know, I put all that down, man. And God bless the dead, other than Yah and Heavy now, because he said when moved into my office, Rufus was the only one could really stamp for me. You feel me? And D and Freak. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
So, just like Heavy said, I met for Baby's 50th birthday party. We at the House of Blues. I'm standing outside like I'm a groupie. You feel me? They telling me to hold up, and they got all these young cats, new cats around them that never once protected them, never once sold a crumb with them, never did nothing with them, telling me what to do. Hold on, bro. Oh, he coming, bro. I remember standing next to Giant and the Muslim brothers, Farrakhan people. They was ready to beat my ass like I was about to hurt Slim. I said, hold on, partner. I said, way before y'all, I protected this nigga right here. So y'all can eat it up.
For me, I wouldn't even have a job. If I hadn't quit, you wouldn't even have a job. I had to tell one of the security that, say, bro, don't step to me. I'm in your position. What are you talking about?
You feel me?
Right.
That too.
Yeah, so I was outside the House of Blues just like you, Heavy. Only difference was the nigga didn't pull off. The nigga had me standing out there for like 3 hours waiting to come on the bus. About 3 hours I waited, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I really wanted to holler at Slim. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing my Freedom Records thing, and I'm like, damn, nigga, I didn't put a footprint for your shit. Now I need you to pick me up. You feel me? I never got that pickup, bro. So for a lot of years, I used to be really mad about that, dog. Like, seriously, man. To the point where I ain't even gonna listen to none of that shit. You know, I fuck with y'all. I fuck with BG. You know what I'm saying? I go talk to Miss Pat, Sarita, all of them. Like Heavy said, when Tamara, you know, left, when Eldridge left, when that situation happened with Eldridge, I was the nigga that went out there head first. When that situation happened with Bubba and Tracy in the Carrollton Apartments, I was the nigga that went out there head first. He ain't had no other gunners. You feel me? It's another nigga named Detroit Red, like my brother. We was the niggas that was going out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they never, ever acknowledged the nigga still to this day. Baby saw me for his birthday with Tony Braxton, bro. That dude gave me 2 fingers for a handshake, bro. Like I was a stranger. And that's some real shit.
You and I know you ain't lying because I was in House of Pancakes one night.
Yeah.
East, and they came in there. This when right when kind of they hadn't really taken off too much of it. It was him, Lil Wayne, Slim, Baby, right?
Right.
Somehow that Wayne down me off, and Baby gave me a head nod.
Ain't that something, bro?
For some reason, bro, that just sent me all the way out. And before I knew it, I was up in his chest, and I told him, bro, you can never give me a head nod like I'm a groupie or a fan.
You feel me?
You could never. I'm not gonna even allow you or tolerate you to give me a head nod. I'd rather you act like you didn't see me.
Didn't give me a head nod.
With a head nod. That is so disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? And I got over it. But my ex-wife, she was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, I know more about him than almost anybody he with right now. Period.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And like you say, see, I done went head first at keeping him and keeping other people from getting at him.
Yeah.
That rumors of discovery, I had the last word, man, before people got at anybody out there. And it's been time people wanted to touch. I'm like, bruh, them my folks, man. No, sir. We not doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, I feel where you at, bro. But I got to say this because we on it. But wherever your faith is, when your faith is where it's at, you find out that people is not your answer. So that's when you get over because God shows you that a lot of times if you allow them people to build you, then that's who you'll turn to and say they did it for you.
Right.
And so now to this day, you know, I got a house, I got a family. You know what I'm saying? I drive what I want. I got a pool in my backyard.
You
and
feel
can't
me?
nobody come to me and say, or he can say, I did that for him.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? And for that, I'm grateful that all I can say is, but God.
But God.
Right.
Amen, brother.
Then talk about it all the time. If I was with Cash Money, anytime past I was with him, not because of them, but because of some of the situations, I'd probably be dead.
Come on, bro. Real
and
shit.
so I'm with where I am. And like Dad said,
bro.
I'm proud of him, but it's all right with me. I'm good.
Me too, dog. I always say this to Heavy. I feel like I love the fact that they're successful or whatever, but I personally, I wouldn't want to be a part of that right now, bro. I wouldn't want to be a part of that, dog.
No.
I'd rather keep building and build my own empire because I know I was a big part of their empire being built.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So nothing in my head telling me I can't do it for myself, bro.
Come on, bro. That's why, you know, y'all, I told you that plenty of times. That's what we've been for a long time, bro.
Yeah.
You know, what we create for them, we can do for ourselves. You feel
Exactly.
me?
It There ain't no animosity or nothing, no beef at all. Nothing.
Right.
I appreciate the ride and everything, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is now, man. You know?
Yeah, I'm over that part, but for a long time that shit hung over my head, bro, because I couldn't believe the type of disrespect I was receiving. Bro, y'all know I used to pick Slim up. My first wife used to work at night. I used to pick Slim up 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, my nigga. All day. Drop him off, go drop this girl off of work, go pick him back up. Everything together. You feel me? I'm saying everything. You feel me? So, for you to not to acknowledge me, I remember one time when I was in Detroit, man, before I was able to come back to Louisiana, they did a show in Ann Arbor, Michigan. So he called. Say, man, we in Ann Arbor, man. I'm going to send a driver to pick you up. He sent the driver to pick me up. But at this time, he got the little dude Carlos as his Bentley. You feel me? So we go out. Baby gets sick as a dog. You know what I mean? You know, in Detroit, it's real out there. Ain't that water down shit in Detroit. It's real.
Facts.
So he got sick as a dog. They had to rush him to the hospital. So we go to the after party. Niggas go to fighting. Carlos ain't nowhere to be found. Guess who grabbed Slim and put Slim behind him? Me. You feel me? So we get back to their hotel room. This nigga didn't even want me to come up to the room. So when I do make it to the room, guess what Slim do me, bro? Slim gave me $200 and tell me, man, it was good seeing you. I'ma holler at you.
Damn.
I'm serious. On my mama and all 11 of my kids and 9 of my grandkids. You feel me? Dude put $200 in my hand and said, man, it was good seeing you, bro. I'ma holler at you. My driver gonna drop you back off at the house. Now, Ann Arbor from Detroit is about 45 minutes. Anybody know that? Mm-hmm. That nigga must have got me back to Detroit in 25 minutes. That nigga was flying. Serious, bro. So, you know, like you said, if you'd have talked to me about 10 years ago, I'd probably be cussing on here. But like Heavy said, man, I got God in my heart. I'm an ordained deacon. I've been ordained 5 years. You feel me? So, bro. You know, it's just, you know, it's just the memories that knock you down sometimes. But like Heavy said, as long as you got your faith and you got your family you're surrounding, you know what I mean? Bro, look. Right. I got my 2 younger kids is 9 and 8 years old. I live and die for them. My little boy autistic, man. That's where my focus at. You know what I'm saying? You know, I did this podcast because y'all called me and I love him like a brother. You feel me?
You
know what I mean?
When he called me, I was like, man, there ain't no doubt. Cause he know I don't even, you know, I don't
look
even
at all y'all boys like family, dog. Look up to y'all highly too. You know, I know the roles y'all played. I know y'all somebody. If nobody know, you know what I'm saying? I know what's happening, dog. I know y'all boys got genuine love for us, dog. Man.
Real, bro.
Now put my life in all y'all boys' hands, dog, and relax straight up.
I remember
so here's a true funny UNLV story for your podcast. One to go.
Okay.
There you go, ready? So they got a video shoot for 6 and B, right?
Yeah.
They straight thugs. They the thugs of the world, right? They ain't got a legal gun to put on the street to say they sold. Go and look at the 6 and B album, right?
Yeah.
All the guns they got in their hand belong to me.
That boy come out in a big ass briefcase.
So wait. So after we got through with the video shoot, I put the guns in a bag and put it in my Suburban. Now it was me, somebody else, and that little guy at the top named Darryl.
Remember that?
We got pulled over on Armstrong Park, right?
No.
So we got pulled over on Armstrong Park. So the police go in the back. They get the bags. Darryl was shaking in his boots, but I'm like, I know they legal, right?
Right.
The problem was we had like 15 dime bags in the truck, right?
Yeah.
Darryl did everything. Darryl did everything but walk over there to the police and hand it to him. I said, bro, what is
motherfucker. 15 bags of weed and shit in the truck.
Damn, bro.
Needless to say, they didn't find the stash. They ran the guns. They let me go. And I think Darryl might needed the pins when we was through that day.
They going to jail.
Yeah, that's funny.
Man,
Let me tell y'all something y'all might not know. Well, I know all y'all know Toya Wright, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's my cousin, man. I introduced her and Lil Wayne, man.
oh, yeah, I know that.
I when she come back from doing shows, she was at my family. So she says, "Did you see Wayne? She said, "Let me get you the boy number so you can leave me the hell alone." And next thing you know, he come raising it.
Bro.
Yep.
Oh, what's up?
Oh yeah. That's my kinfolk, my cousin, man.